GingerGM.
Well, okay, I'm thrown in playing a 2900 Grandmaster here, and I'm streaming Title Tuesday, but I got the time wrong. I thought Title Tuesday was starting in an hour's time, so a little bit surprised to find out it's starting now. So I've played one round already, so I'm sorry to those of you who missed that round. But this is the second round. I'm a little bit thrown off track. But yeah, I was there, just thinking, I've got 1 hour until Title Tuesday. Then I saw a tweet from chess.com saying Title Tuesday is starting in about 1 minute. So I'm like, what? So quickly log on, play my first game. I didn't have time to start the stream, and this is the second game, and I'm starting the stream now. So hello to everyone. Hello Bjorn. Hello to everyone else who is in the chat. And I'm doing quite a lot of streaming, as you can see below the video. I've got a fair bit of streaming planned this week. I've got a lesson I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm actually even sober this time. Remember last Title Tuesday, I had a friend over and I wasn't, so I've been drinking the tea. So let's go. Let's see how we can do it. So I'm going to be on better form than last week. Let's put it that way. I'm sure last week started at 6 o'clock. Maybe I just don't know anymore. But anyway, we're in now. So that's the main thing. The Title Tuesday event. Okay, now, so I'm playing, it looks like a young Russian Grandmaster. Bloody hell, there's so many of them. But we've got a line in the Dutch, which I should be quite happy with, I feel. Now, I could go bishop here, or I could go e4. Or I could even take this one. So bishop here, if he takes a take here, e4 looks so tempting, but then he's going to move his knight and go f3. So I don't know what's best here. Right, time to concentrate though. So bishop here, pawn takes here, and then bishop takes here. Interesting. My first thought of the game. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking bishop here looks all right, but so's e4. E4 knight here. So this is the first decision I've got. And then I move my queen around. Let's go for e4. I don't know. Okay. So the only problem is he's going to go f3, you see, at some point, and undermine my position here. So this was now, can I go here, trying to go knight takes d4 if he moves his f pawn, and in some positions I can move this knight around to e7. Okay, so he's now renewing that one, and I can just try and play some sensible moves, I think, for now. Got to move a little bit quicker. And f3 kind of feels like he has to play f3, otherwise I'm just going to be a lot better in this position. But f3 takes was my simple solution here. And then just play this normal move with my rook coming over to e8. And all my pieces are, or seem to be, quite nicely placed at this moment in time. But I'm probably not better either. I mean, I think I can play g5. I don't see why not. Oh, shit. See, this is the thing. Why did I play that? Well, I got bishop here, haven't I? So maybe it's all right, actually. I should have gone bishop there straight away. So I'm a little bit... I need to just have a couple of games to get in the spirit of it. But even here, this is maybe not so bad. But g5 was a horrible, horrible move. Okay, so now we must play this. Otherwise, we're just going to be a lot worse. Okay, well, let's take that one off. And now try to exchange some pieces off. So I'm probably doing very well here at the moment. His king is weak. I'm the exchange up. He has a pawn for it. He probably should move his queen in here. Obviously, these young Russian guys, they tend to find the correct moves. I like threatening checkmate, so I will. And I kind of want to play this knight e7 in a lot of positions, but he's managing to defend everything. I could go for the ending here. I'm going to keep it safe and go for the ending. I don't know. Maybe there was a better way of doing that. But I am, at the moment, exchange up. He has the bishop pair. And it's not so clear, this, because his bishop's very good. So maybe I'm not even better here in this position. In actual fact, I might not be better. Where's my knight going? Okay. Tough game, this one. Tough game. So, right. Rooks are good, though. Let's not forget, rooks are good. Bishops are good, but rooks are supposed to be better. That's what they say. Rooks are supposed to be better than those things he's got, which are called bishops. So I'm going to try and simplify the position as much as I can. And this is one option I probably want to have possible for my pieces. I'm not sure. Okay, so now can I come back here? Okay, he's going to try to win this pawn, so maybe I should not lose this pawn. This pawn is an important pawn. It's not easy, this position, actually. My rook is very bad. Ah, time. Jesus. Shit, not there. Not there, Simon. What am I doing here? I can take this and maybe draw. We don't want that. We don't want to draw. Fucking hell. Excuse my French. Jesus. I was just... Ah, and it just comes around here. Oh, dear. That's pathetic. Pathetic. Should have been winning that one. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to readjust off that. I just all a bit flustered. That was terrible. So, yeah, I mean, obviously he was winning that one easily. Okay, so the stream has started. A bit of a shitty start, that one. Just need to make sure things are set up as they normally are. So let's see if we can get that. Hopefully everything's working stream-wise. So let me just make sure Streamlabs is set up. That was really disappointing, as basically everything looked like it was going very well for me, to be honest. So very strong tournament. It's 10 rounds, so we're trying to do a little bit better. But they've started the tournament early this week, which is surprising. But I mean, that game, yeah, I was clearly winning at various moments, so it could have been a great start with 2 points. But you can see we have Faraja, or Ali Raja, as some people call him, at the top. I saw Hikaru is playing as well. So I played the first round very quickly, and we're now going to be moving into round 3. So we'll leave that there so you can see the tournament scores. Yeah, I mean, that was terrible. I mean, that was absolutely terrible. I mean, that was quite easily winning for me, even at the end there, had I not blundered. So I'll just run it if I can work out if it can do it in time on the computer. Very bad play from me. very bad play. I mean, look at my accuracy. My accuracy was 98%. My accuracy was actually higher than his, but I just blundered at 2 times. Look at that, 98.1, and I still lost. My accuracy is higher than him. How can I lose? It says the game slipped through your fingers. Yes, thank you for reminding me that. Just what I want you to tell me. Okay, well, so where did it say I went wrong? Well, obviously G5. I mean, I'm doing very well. Okay, my next game started, so let's just see if we can bounce back in this game. All right, we'll put that one behind us. Obviously, a bit disappointing. I'm going to go for a very aggressive repertoire today, and we're going to go as white for wing gambits, meaning I'm going to try to give up my B pawn in every game, just because now I'm angry. You don't want to get the ginger angry. And then as black, I'm going to maybe go for some crazy gambits as well. So who knows? That game just put me a little bit on tilt. But if we win this one, we're still in a good position. So I mean, I quite like this gambit. This is the wing gambit. It's probably not brilliant. But I quite like having this pawn structure. I always find having this pawn structure is quite pleasant for starting some kind of attack. So I'm now just got to think of the best way to do this. Do I have to now eliminate this one? He's stopped most of my plans, or do I take the opportunity to play this? Kind of feels like I should play this move to open up the center, because maybe his king is not going to be entirely safe everywhere. So we'll go for c4. Hello to everyone who's joined in, by the way, today. So hello, I see Aldo is in the chat, and Yabjorn and various others. So hello to you all. My opponent playing well at the moment. Do I have to take this one? Okay, we'll take this one. Maybe I can just move my king. But bishop here is probably all right as well, isn't it? I think so. Do I have enough compensation for the pawn? Maybe not quite enough here. Hello to also Jen's Chess, Morpius, and everyone else who is going along and joined in for the stream today. So I'm streaming most days this week, so this is a bit of a warm-up one. Now, I'm gonna, I don't know, gambit time. I don't know if I should be gambiting, but looks kind of fun, this one. Hello, Killian. Thank you, Killian, for one of the longest subscribers to my channel. I was taking it down till that last game. I'm only 2 pawns down here. Is it enough compensation? Well, I don't know about enough compensation, but I've surely got some compensation here. We are quite nicely centralized. And do I have some aggressive moves like this now? Maybe. So he wants to put his rook on this square. So e6. He'll probably just castle, won't he? And that's a little bit annoying, but maybe I should play this move anyway. I'm not worried about him taking this rook. Let's do this one. Looks quite interesting. I think I could have played rook here straight away, but I'm going to play it now. Unfortunately, after pawn takes, I can't take with my pawn, which I'd like to. I'm going to have to take my rook. And a little bit iffy compensation. A little bit iffy. That's annoying, that pawn. I will give him that. But his king still seems like it might be targeted. Maybe it's targeted still. Okay, well, Killian's got faith. That's all that matters. I still got Harry, as he points out. But my opponent is just trying to swap some bits off now. So if I move in with a knight, he will take and go queen f6. Do I want to keep this rook on the board? My first thought is yes. So, but now I'm thinking not so clear. So do I even move the queen? How about that one? Maybe that is the correct way to go, because his light squares could be quite weak. And if I can combine it with my knight coming in, I might be able to create some threats. Hello, Fiona. Hope you're doing all right. I got my title Tuesday times totally wrong today. I thought it was an hour later, but we're here now. How you doing, Fiona? Are you okay? You're streaming loads now, Fiona, aren't you? Streaming all the time, it seems. So, which is cool. Doing a good job of it. Great job of it, I should say. Okay, right. So we don't want to exchange queens. Now I was hoping this would work, but then Queen C5. Yeah, this is a good move. Yeah. I don't have this check. Do I have? I don't have D7. This is a bit tricky. I don't want to exchange queens clearly in this position. If I move the queen, he's going to come in somewhere else. This bishop's a very good defender. D6 queen here. Shit, time as well. Time. I'm gonna have to move the queen. Okay. I didn't want to move the queen, but I didn't see any choice there really. My time is very bad, so yeah, and I really don't want to get the queens off, but what do I do? Okay, we're gonna have to start punting a bit here. Let's try this one. Really don't want to swap queens off in the position, so we'll go for this one. Yeah, I think it is the second time they changed the time right at the last minute. Only a tweet notified me of the time change, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, so anyway, what's going on with my position here? Well, I better move. I better bloody move. Okay, time to go into rather blitzy mode. Now I don't like this, but I've still got tricks coming in. That knight is at least a good knight. You got to look on the positives. That is about my only positive now that he's covered his pawn and basically covered everything. Oh shit, he's coming there as well. There's not many positives here. I'd love to get rid of this one, but Queen B2. Oh, why did I do that? Stupid. Should have gone. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't really maybe have enough compensation there. So very slow start. We'll have to come with a bit of a storm in the next games, to be honest. We'll have a quick look at that game if you want to see how things go. So one out of three. As soon as I started streaming, you lose both games. Maybe I had some chance in that one. It wasn't a great game, let's have to say, especially on my part. I mean, the second game I was like 98% accuracy, and I still lost. My opponent had lower accuracy, but I blundered, and it's he who blunders. But this one, I'm probably doing okay. This is actually one of Fiona's openings, the wing gambit. But around here, maybe this E6 move was a little bit iffy. I should probably just play a little bit more refrained and build it up. It still feels I might have some compensation. I think my opponent played pretty well, to be honest, at this part onwards. So Queen E3, Queen C3. Yeah, and this is very dodgy, isn't it? So I mean, right at the end there, I didn't leave myself enough time. But we're going to come with a roll now. I can promise you, we're going to come with at least 5 wins now. Okay, anyone believe I'm going to get 5 wins in a row? I believe. We've got the crap games out the way. 8 out of 10. That would be nice. So anyway, let's have a look. So around here, I don't know if I had any chances. Probably always losing here. And yeah, this one, I was going to go E7. Was E7 winning? That's why I was quite annoyed at the end. Maybe it's winning. Because I played Queen E1 because my time, but I think I could have played E7. I was going to bang in E7. But I didn't bang it in. Well, thank you for the raid there, Gotham Chess. That's very kind of you. Thanks, everyone at Gotham Chess. 431 people. So, hello to everyone. I'm streaming Title Tuesday. A pretty bad start. And this last game, was really, really tragic. Thank you, Gotham Chess, and everyone from Gotham's channel who's come over. So hello to you all. I'm streaming a Title Tuesday event, 3 rounds gone, and we're just looking at my last game here, where I was very short time and blundered with Queen E1. And my first thought was just to bang in E7, but again, not quite there yet. And after this move, I'm probably actually winning. And I saw this as well, with the idea of coming to this square. Why didn't I play it? I actually saw this. Well, the point is, he has to move the rook, and my queen just comes around to take on G6. So that was why. Okay. Anyway, another one, another winning game gone. So we go back to the tournament scores. And there's a lot of strong players, so a very slow start for me. We're gonna get a nice little roll going now. At least I'll get some easier pairings, and we'll try to work our way back into the tournament. So I won the first game, but I wasn't streaming that one because it was a bit of a panic, only realising that Title Tuesday started earlier. And the 2 games I've streamed, I've lost both of them. So yeah, lovely work. Okay, but we're in with another game now. And I got white again. We're going to make this sacrifice work. And this one will, at least if I win it, get me back to 50% again. So let's go for that. So, well, I'm gonna try D4. Now the problem with this is I don't really play open Sicilians, and that's probably not really what you should be doing. Yeah, if you don't play open Sicilians, you probably shouldn't play open Sicilians. But I think these positions are generally very exciting, with both sides attacking each other. So I'm trying to learn open Sicilians without actually learning open Sicilians, if you know what I mean. And it looks like I've already played something a little bit dodged there. Have I? I don't really want to move. Okay, so let's take here. And is this any compensation? I mean, okay, my opponent probably should just take back. Then I'm hoping I can castle with some kind of attack against f7, but maybe my opponent just takes and goes e6. And if I play queen f3 or something, we'll try that one, because my opponent's a long way from castling. So we will just try castling here. But pawn structure wise, black has a lovely pawn structure. Having more pawns in the center of the board is a good thing. And this is a very nice central structure for black here. And obviously if my opponent takes here, I'm going to have a horrible pawn structure. But I'm wondering, if he takes here, can I even go bishop takes f7? Or is that... Oh, now I have to think about it. King takes, king there. It's rubbish. Okay. So we have to take here. So structurally speaking, I am losing here. But I'm hoping I've got some initiative if I can open it up somehow. So my first thought is to bring the queen to one of these 2 squares, yeah? So queen h5 encourages g6. Do I want to encourage g6? I think I do, because I might have that square for my knight later on. So we will go queen h5. And this is a battle between tactics and my initiative with my pieces. So my pieces, I'm better developed. My opponent is quite a long way off castling and structure. If I don't checkmate my opponent, then I'm going to be left in a horrible position. Basically going to be left in a horrible position, because look at my pawns, they're disgusting. Okay, so we have to keep creating threats. So this is now the next one. So if my opponent gets 2 moves, my opponent is good. So I really want to play this one. Takes, knight e4, bishop here, check, takes. Okay, I think this is what I've got to try anyway. My opponent can play d5, which is really annoying actually here. That is really annoying. I kind of missed that move. Oh dear. Well, how do I miss such a simple move? And yeah, it's very hard to break through. I should have gone. Why didn't I go rook there and take on d6? Okay, not good. So it's, you know, he can't take there at the moment because of knight e4, but his best plan is just to get castled. And if he gets castled, I'm left with a really horrid position. And there's no way now, unless I sacrifice something, that I can open up position. But sacrificing here just does not seem sound at all. So e4, he just takes it. I don't have the e4 square. So this has gone wrong. And if he gets this move in, an f6, I'm just left with a really disgusting position. So this is again, I might have to play that. I can't see any other option at all. So I'm probably going to have to play this, but this is not good. So I've let him castle, and this pawn could also be dropping. So my move of e5 was just really horrible move, and I think I have to now play something like this so I can at least move my c pawn to some squares. Okay, now that's a bit surprising. I don't know what he's trying to do with that, to be honest. So I think I can play b3, but I'm definitely worse here, worse on time as well. And that was his idea, of course, just winning a pawn. And that pawn was always looking dodgy. So, right, okay, we need to turn it on now and try to come back from this terrible position where the opening went wrong. I'll be interested to look at this afterwards, actually, to see if my move that I played was, if I could have played this rook d1 move. And I probably should have just thought about that option a little bit more. So I need to try and create some kind of action. So of course we've got to use Harry here. It's the only way of creating something. You know, when times are bad, but he's going to go here, and he's playing very well at the moment as well. And this pawn is bloody strong, yeah. So we're still looking for a mini miracle here to keep this game alive. I'll come in here. Can't see anything better to do. And pray. It's certainly gone wrong. But he's getting a bit short time as well. So you never know. There's always hope. A little bit of hope anyway. There's not a lot of hope, but there's a little bit of hope. Oh, there's a lot of hope. What happened there? There's more hope than I deserve. Ah, never a problem there. There we go. The run is going to start now. First win of 5, did I say? We've got 4 more to go. That's one out of one I've got. Get in there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that was a problem with the opening. What you'll actually find is when you're attacking, and I just want to have a look at the opening stage of that game. Sorry if you can't see it all. I'm just going to use the analysis button. And I'll tell you what it says. There was just one moment where I think my opening idea was probably right. Look at our accuracy. Look at our accuracy level. This can't, look at this. It says that our accuracies are 96, nearly 97% and 96% for my opponent. Really? I thought it was just a crap game. I honestly thought we both just played terrible there. So I've lost 2 games with accuracies. I had, what, 97 or 98 where I lost, and I lost another one with 97%. Oh no, I should have lost crazy, yeah? So actually the level of play is not as bad as I thought. But let's just have a look. There was just one move in the opening, and I'll just lob up so you can see this bit here as well. It all looked very interesting, to be honest, around this moment here, when I tried to play e5, but I totally forgot. My idea, of course, after e5 is that he takes and I go here. And then I thought this is very natural that he plays. Oh, it says this is a blunder, actually. Maybe he goes here. But my plan was to do this one. This looked like quite a fun attacking plan. But in actual fact, I've just realised it was probably flawed because he has this f5 move. So I can also play knight here in this position. This is also another way to try and get counterplay and to stop his things. But okay, e5 was terrible for a number of reasons, but I suddenly thought afterwards, what happens if I play rook here with the idea of taking on d6? And this position, the computer says it's quite even, but this is maybe a very interesting way of playing the position. Let's say he goes bishop g7, then I take here, yeah, and this should give me very good compensation. Something, well, he has to take, then we take, and well, he doesn't have to take, but this position is probably just winning, isn't it, for me actually, because his king's in loads of trouble, and I've got rook d1 coming. So we can't, yeah, so after this rook a d1 move, I quite like my position. So I'll try to remember that little idea in future. And then later on, well, what happened later on? I mean, I'm completely busted. Look, -3, but my opponent got a little bit shorter time, which threw him off quite a lot. And he played a bit of a mistake at the end here. Even in this position, I'm kind of maybe drawing around here because opposite colours, it's not so bad. But my opponent just took here and he just forgot. He just hung a rook. Oh, I love it. I love it when an opponent hangs a rook. There's nothing better in the world than an opponent hanging a rook. Well, only if you go on to win. Because if an opponent hangs a rook and then you go on to lose, it's just damn embarrassing. So anyway, so that puts us on 50%. And I had some tragic blunders in some of the other games, so I feel like I'm going to do quite well this time. But we're going to go for, anyone think I'm going to win the next 4 in a row? So we're going for 5 out of 5 wins. That is the first one. Come on next 4. Come on next 4. Come on next 4. So anyway, hello to everyone who is in the chat today. I don't know if Fiona's still here or moved on. I don't know if Killian is playing. You can see my stream schedule below. I'm going to give a free lesson tomorrow at the it'll be starting in 15 minutes from now tomorrow, the time I expect it to be starting today, on attacking chess, so you can come and have a look at that. And then I'm doing a bit of streaming this week. She's gone, has she, Aldo? Okay. I'm actually playing the 4NCL later, which is an English league thing, but I don't know, there's been too many cases, too much controversy, should we just say, with the 4NCL. And well, hello to everyone who's brought anything of mine on, from Chessball or my own website, GingerGM, or anything like that. Very kind of you to buy my stuff. So thank you to is it Demelek, who said he's brought my Dutch course. Well, I had a very good game in the Dutch in round 2 against a Russian Grandmaster, but then I just threw it away with a blunder. So I've got to try to cut out those nasty blunders. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the players playing. So we got Giri in second place, really strong. Ali Razor, probably big favourite to win it. I mean, all of these guys are incredibly strong. This is Nepo, who's leading the candidates at the moment. MVL we have here. There's 640 players, so it's a really good online tournament. I do love Title Tuesday because you always get so many good, strong games, and it's great fun. And I could just scroll down. There's so many Grandmasters, it's just ridiculous. I'll just scroll down and it's Grandmaster, and then I'm sure the next game will be starting soon. Thank you, by the way, to anyone who has subscribed or who is saying anything. Shibanimzo, is that right? Is saying, Charlie, you are the best in the world. Charlie the Chess Cat is. We need to get a camera on Charlie. Charlie, can't we get a camera on you now or something? Possibly. That would be good. HHQ002 says he's 70% through Art of Attack, which is the latest course I did. I did 30 hours. 30 hours on that course. But if you can't be asked to buy it, it is $100 at half price, which I know is quite steep. It's quite expensive. $100 for a chess course is expensive. I mean, obviously, it's brilliant. It's one of the best things you'll ever buy. but it's you know, it's a bit pricey. You can get it at half price for the time. You get 30 hours of me, which might make you feel a little bit nauseous. Yeah, it's anyway, it's there for sale. But I'm going to do a free lesson on that tomorrow on this stream tomorrow. So I'm going to take what I think are some of the best bits from the course, and I'm going to test you guys out and hopefully give you a little attacking lesson tomorrow if you're around. Hello to Andrew from iChess. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I mean, exciting news there as well. Got another iChess course coming out. We'll talk more about that when it's released. Someone else saying, is it Marion from Argentina saying, did I see Magnus use the Jabava London system to beat Jeffrey Jean? I did. Yes, he actually followed some of the ideas that I've got in the Chessable, my Chessable course on the London system. And it's quite funny that because I think someone even told me, I don't know if this is true. I doubt it's true because, you know, you get a lot of emails and they're not always true. And I can't believe this is true. But someone said that Mr. John, the nicest guy in chess, John Bartholomew, was streaming. And someone was asking him about the Jabava London. He said, oh, it's not actually a very good opening. That's what someone told me. And that, you know, it's more of a tricky opening, not for serious players. Now, I don't believe that John would say that. Number one, he basically is involved with Chessable. Number two, he's too nice. And number three, it's a load of crap because the world champion's playing it all the time. So I don't know. So you don't always listen to all the emails you get, Simon. I mean, I don't always read all the emails, I'll be honest, all the time either. But anyway. Yeah, what else has been going on? Well, I don't know, loads of other little things we're making here, chess things. He said it wouldn't be sound. Oh, old Chess Nude said that's true. I mean, if that is the case, then that is, to be honest, I mean, I'm only going to believe it when I see it with my own eyes. I think one of the best sayings I heard was, don't believe anything you hear and only believe half the things you see. And I think that is especially true. So, okay, so did he say, I watched the stream, he said the Jabava London system wasn't sound, even though Magnus Carlsen plays it regularly and so do all the other top players in the world. Peculiar. Bloody peculiar, isn't it? So, yeah, I mean, Magnus used it to beat Jeffrey Jean. So that was strange, if that happened. Anyway, very, very peculiar, that. And he did. He used it to beat Jeffrey Jean yesterday in a critical game. Loose Cannon is saying Command and Conquer. I used to love that game. That was a classic computer game. I was quite impressed yesterday when I came on Twitch just to have a look at some chess going on, and I saw that there was something like 95,000 people watching chess. Okay, we're in with another game, so we'll come back to that later. More than World of Warcraft, and I actually used to play World of Warcraft as well. Darth Mambo, will you be doing an intro video on the Killer Scandi? Yes, I have the intro video. Okay, let's have some fun. I'm going to have some fun now. Yes, I've got that already, and I've been working on that today. The Killer Scandinavian will be ready again in 2 days' time. Oh, now he's played the Jabava London. I was hoping to get a crazy gambit in, but now I'm going to have to play E6. Look at it, everyone's playing it. Okay, we're back into a French defence, which I don't mind. I actually beat someone who played this move. Oh, no. Oh, he's played the exchange French. Oh, dear. Do you know what happens to people who play the exchange French? They go to hell. They burn in the depths of hell. That's what I heard anyway. Is it true? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, anyway, it's not a bad opening. Can I play something weird like this to make it more interesting? Takes here. No. Now, what about I go here and try and win the bishop pair to unbalance things a little bit? This is one idea. Okay, so now can I go here? Takes. Probably still no. Kind of thing I want to do in the position. to just make it a bit interesting. I can go bishop here. Let's just play it very sensibly. And this bishop can always come round to g6. Should be even, of course. I'm just going to put my bishop here straight away. And my opponent taking... I don't know if I like this, actually, because all of a sudden, this pawn's... Okay, it's maybe all right. I'm a bit worried about knight to f4 here, you see. Which he's played, of course. And I just realised that this pawn is not under threat at the moment, but it's under a little bit of pressure. So that's annoying. That's an annoying move, actually. I kind of feel like I misplayed the opening here. So do I go queen here? Let's try here. Now he can't take this and win a pawn immediately because d4's on pre, but it does seem that this pawn is under more pressure than his pawn on d4. So I'm gonna try and maybe get my queen to this square to force his bishop to make a decision. And I can also now consider this move. But it doesn't again look right. Let's just put the rook on d8 first. And this is so tempting now. But I got ways to improve my position. He's still not threatening to do this, is he? So let's just get the rooks here. Yeah, I'm still not particularly happy about this position. I must be honest. But it's probably all right for me. I'm probably just panicking too much. And I could have gone knight g4 there again. I'm missing some tactics today. Knight g4 takes, bishop takes g5, getting that bishop, which might have been worth trying out. Okay, now he's got g4 coming. And the problem is it's quite hard to see how I improve my pieces in this position. Now, if I go here, he goes g4. If I go here, can I do this? Oh, he's going to go g4 and win this pawn, but maybe I can get enough counterplay. So he has played g4. And my queen doesn't have many good squares, but g4 could be a little weakening of his king as well later on. So and I'm hoping to get rook d7 in. But I've also got knight takes to be safe. I mean, he has to take here. Now, knight takes saves my pawn, but rook takes is kind of interesting. But knight takes rook here, c4. So I probably should hold on to that one. And move quicker is something I need to do. So queen here, knight c8 would be a nice way to rearrange my pieces. And I'm hoping that later on, okay, he's playing very well, I have to say. He's putting his pieces on the best squares. Oh, he's trying. Jesus, I mean, look at this guy. He loves swapping off, doesn't he? He loves it. He loves it. He can't. And now his extra pawns over here don't matter too much. So we've got an ending where I'm going to have to bunk up my move rate. Probably this is correct. He's coming here. Let's get the knights in. But first thing, I'm going to have to just move quicker. Should be equal, but I'm down on time, which is annoying. He's swapping off everything. Oh, come on, man. How can we make this interesting? I'm trying to think of any way to unbalance it a little bit. I'm thinking this is my best shot in the position at the moment. My knight was quite well placed there. And he's coming into this square, so let's do this to try and unbalance it a little bit. Okay, now of course he comes back. I'm gonna have to go for this and play quick. Can I outplay him in this ending? Or will I get outplayed? Maybe I will get outplayed. Wouldn't be the first time. Bit tense, this one. Seems like all my games become quite tense, to be honest. It's nice coming here. Yeah. It's an annoying move he played. He's playing this ending very well. Takes. Ah, that was a terrible move by me. Why did I play that? I'm playing so badly today. Yeah. Ah. This is the problem. No. And it's just losing very simply now. So, oh, there. That was very bad. Very bad, man. Okay, so pretty terrible title Tuesday, first half so far. And he got me in the ending there. He played the ending well. We'll have a little look. So, yeah, first half title Tuesday. It's a wipeout today, unfortunately. So let's have a look at this game and see right at the end whereabouts I went wrong, because I'm thinking C5, and look at these accuracy levels. This is what I'm not understanding today. I mean, my opponents are playing incredibly well. Look, he's 97.8. I mean, to be honest, if someone plays that strong, someone plays 97.8, that is probably equivalent to 2750 strength. I mean, my accuracy, again, 96.2, and I lose. It's not bad, yeah. So he's, you know, even though I'm on a minus score and the first half of this tournament is bad, it's a bit, you know, I'm not actually playing too terrible, but we're trying to have a better second half of the tournament. We're trying to come with some kind of storm. And people are saying about cheating. I'm not going to make any accusations. I mean, I don't think my opponent was cheating there. But one thing I am aware of, I'm not saying my opponent, but there's just so much cheating online now. It really is just crazy. And this position here, see, this is really annoying. And this is where I said I was quite annoyed, because as soon as I played it again, I realised it was a mistake. And this is where I played D4 check. And had I played F5 here, I'm actually winning this ending, because my king is going to come and take these pawns. So I just threw that one. I threw this one away just in the ending, around here. F5. I suddenly realised this is the move, because now my king gets in. For example, king here, or he could go king B3. It doesn't matter. Let's say he goes king. Okay, we're in with another game. So for another day, we'll forget about that one. So I wonder if my opponent's going to get 99% accuracy again here. No. Okay. So we're on 2 out of 5, but now it's the halfway mark. It's a new tournament, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to do some crushing, and I'm going to play this gambit, which is really unsound, but I've been enjoying it a lot recently. So now, okay, and now I played this move, which seems to be quite an interesting way of going about things. And then here, the reason I go there is because I don't like queen c2. So if I go knight c6, queen c2, and I actually looked at this for the first time in, I don't know, I've done any chess work. I actually looked at this opening yesterday. And I came to the conclusion, in actual fact, that it was much more dangerous than theory says. So I could go here and here. I could just take it. So which one am I going to do? Here, here, here. Okay, let's just take it. Let's keep it relatively straightforward for now. And now, how do we play this he's taking here. Okay. He's desperate to get the queens off this guy, but I don't necessarily mind that. I mean, okay, I'll keep them on for one move because I can take here. And I've got my pawn back now with the 2 bishops. So that is okay. Ooh, yeah, okay. So I think this is all right. Already I'm better. This gambit is meant to be very unsound, but it's a lot of fun to play. A lot of fun to play. Okay, so if I go here, he can play this one, but can I then take that one? Keep playing in gambit style? Well, maybe it's not entirely necessary. And he wants to put his knight here. I could, of course, go here, but again, he wants to get his knight to this square. This is a good idea. So, do I have to play bishop here? Let's do this. Keep the queens on the board. After that last ending, we'll try something else. And now, do I take or do I try? I want to castle queenside. This is my master plan. But I'm going to run into knight here in most lines. So I think I should take this first, even though positionally... Okay, let's go here. This is the most aggressive, with the idea of castling queenside next move. And my development is going to be better than my opponent's. But he has this annoying knight here always that I watch out for. Now my idea is to take twice on g3 now, unleashing the rook against his queen in this position. So he had to move his queen out of the way there. And okay, we will take here now. And this one maybe, hoping for something on this diagonal. Now h5 looks, he's coming in here. This move is like really annoying me. He's also got b4, so maybe I should try and get rid of this knight and have ideas of knight takes e2 if he doesn't take it. And if he takes, what am I going to capture with there? Rook or queen? Maybe with the rook, but then knight here looks annoying. Maybe even with the bishop. I can't. I mean, I have to say, the more I look at his position, I thought mine was okay. But I'd love to push Harry. Of course, I'd love to push Harry, but I have to be a little bit careful about my position as well. Unfortunately, and this knight here is very annoying. So I don't know which is best to take with now. Take here, knight to this square. I suppose I can go a6 and play that position. So maybe this is best. But I'm worried because he's got this very nice bishop here. So I probably, well, I did overestimate my position. Okay, so now I'm going to have to play in this way. Now, does he have some horrible tactics here? Because he's got 3 pieces. Now, he can't check me at all. Did I have to play a6? Well, I don't like his knight hovering around my king. I could have tried queen b6, but let's just try to simplify as much as we can. And probably a fairly even position. I'm trying to prove I have some advantage because of my open d file. And if I can get rid of that bishop, I'll be very happy. Now, of course, I wanted to play h5, h4, as I'm sure a lot of you are shouting, Harry. I'd love to have moved Harry, but the problem with that was that I just had to take care of my king side first. Now, this ending is slightly better for me because I have control of the open file. Slightly better, but only slightly better. It's not anything to write home about. Just going to move that out of potential attack first. I've got to move quick as well. I certainly have to move quick here. Slightly better position. Oh, let's give him a check. And I know you guys want me to push Harry, so it'd be rude not to. No, we don't want to swap queens off. We don't want to swap queens. We want to use Harry to mate him. Come on, Harry. And only now is your time right. Come on, son. Come on. Oh, he's trying to swap the queens off. No, we're not having the queens off. Even though I would have been a little bit better had the queens come off. We want to mate him with Harry the H-pawn. Come on, Harry. Fill your boots, son. Is it going here or is it taken? Probably taken. Harry's getting excited. He should probably go f3, but then queen e5 is annoying for him. Okay, we'll take that one off. Harry has gone, but we have an initiative. Maybe we have some threats. I hope so. And we'll take that one. Whoa! And we'll come back, because now I'm pawn up. And we'll win on time. Oh! So, well, that was interesting. Interesting game, actually. And so this is the second half of the tournament. We're starting the tournament afresh now. We're going for 5 out of 5 in the second half. Nice to get back to 50% after a very bad start, even though all my accuracies in all my games has been over 90%. And at 3-minute chess, I would have thought 90% accuracy. It ain't too bad. So let's have a look at this one. What do you think my accuracy is going to be here? Anyone want to have a guess about my accuracy levels? I think because of the opening, it's going to be like 80% or something. I don't think the computer. Oh, that's bad. Over 90. Charlie thinks 96. Wow. Well, look at this. That was probably one of my better games. And look at my accuracy, 78. Does the computer have any idea what is going on? Because some of the other games where I got really high accuracy, I didn't think. Okay, well, look at this. We'll start with, I'm just going to show you the opening again, because it's a really exciting opening. I'm thinking about bringing out a DVD on this, because I'm playing it all the time online, and I'm having great results. I'm crushing lots of strong players. Drupal has given a line there, but I don't like b6. I don't like b6. That line you've given there is very interesting, but the line I'm having a lot of success with, and you can only do this when they play c4, is rather than playing the normal Budapest is knight g4, which is sound, is knight to e4. And I've been having a lot of fun with this. Now a3 is the refutation. But now this little d6 move, I think gives black. I like this move. The computer thinks, look, don't listen to the computer. This is not good. Well, I've actually done a video on the Budapest for chess space, but I did it ages ago, and I'm not sure when it's due to release. It should be released by now. But this gambit is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play. It's not the soundest of openings, but it's really fun, and you should give it a go. And my point is, if he ever takes it, you basically take this way, and you're going to put a knight on c6, bishop on f5, queen on f, one of these two squares, castle queenside. And I've won so many games like this. You're also threatening this position, knight takes f2. So a really nasty trick here is like knight f3, knight takes f2, boom! Put that in your pipe and smoke it, son. And I've won a lot of games like this as well. King takes check, and you win the queen. That's a lot of fun. Now, Mary Hatman. Hello, Mary. Hello, Martin. Hope you're doing all right. Says that you're in trouble with queen c2. Well, I have to agree. Queen c2 is the best move, because if you go bishop f5 now, knight to c3 is very annoying. You don't have a good move. But what you can play is this move, which is better for white. I do agree, but you still get very interesting games. I think they should go b4, and then you go knight here, and at some point you get this kind of position, and you still have very good development. You're going to castle in one move. It takes white a long time to castle. You have moves like a5, you have your knights coming in. This is probably the best way to play it, I thought, anyway, Martin, in a fun way. Now, after knight to f3, this is the best move, because if you play knight c6 here, which looks more natural, then white can play this queen c2 move again. Yeah, d5 is refuted there, Martin. I agree with you. And queen c2 is really tricky, because you can play knight to c5, But again, this b4 stuff is white's best chance. And if you go bishop here, this knight c3 is actually really annoying. It looks like black should have a good move, because if you move the knight, let's say knight g3, you're attacking the queen. And this looks like it should be good, but in actual fact, white always has e4. And when you grab the rook, they grab here, and this is horrible because your knight's going to be trapped. So the way you should play this is go bishop f5 first, because now they can't play this because you can go knight here, and if they go here, you just take here. Anyway, we've got another game going, so that's a little low down on that opening, which is very interesting. And you know, today I'm going to stick with my style, and I'm going to play e4 anyway, and I'm going to keep playing gambits today because we're having a gambit time today. So we're playing Peterson from Jamaica. So hello to Peterson. Sadly, I actually know this theory. Oh, right. You know, well, is that sad? I don't think it's sad, Martin. It's all fun. We're playing the hillbilly, but my opponent has now gone into maybe a black lion if he plays e5. The cheeky guy. He's gone into a black lion. I got tricked into a black lion. Okay, now I want a gambit, so let's just play this move. You know, he can have that pawn. You know, oh, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want that pawn. He doesn't want it. I was thinking I was going to give it to him as a gift. You know, takes, then he takes here. But he doesn't want it. He doesn't want my gifts. So I better develop. And it's quite a weird setup that I've gone for here. I guess I should play h3 because I need to develop this knight. And knight takes g4 would then be quite annoying because he's going to take my bishop. And I think the setup I want to go for is maybe even with f4. So I'm going to put my knight here with two ideas, f4, and also this knight might be able to head in there. Now, okay, so now he's gone here. He wants to play here. My knight there wants to come to e2. So I should move this knight to g3. And I have this idea, and I have this home for that knight. This is otherwise annoying. So, okay, so my knight now at least can come back to e2. And he probably should play g6, but then I'm going to try to open it with f4 at the right moment. I'm just trying to think, do I castle kingside or queenside here? The hillbilly line. Yes, it is the hillbilly line. Okay, so he's gone in here. Now, I feel like if I get an opportunity to put my knight on that square, I should put it there. Oh, but then I've just seen I blunder a pawn. Sacrifice a pawn. It's okay. Well, luckily, if he takes it, I take with the e pawn, so it's okay. And the reason I like this is because then the black lion knight on f8, it wants to come to g6, but if I get a pawn on f5, I stop the knight coming to that square. Now I feel probably my king is going to be safer queenside, because you see when the pawn structure is blocked on one area of the board, that's basically a better way to go. It is gambit even. Martin, we're just going gambits every game today. Gambit. Yeah, that's right. Hallelujah, cat. GM's never. Okay, what am I doing here? This knight goes here. Looks all right, doesn't it? GMs never lose pawns. GMs only sacrifice pawns. It's true. Believe it. Believe it, son. Okay, now I feel that my opponent's position is also okay, because he might even have this one. I can flip in this, or I can even take there. But then he will take the knight, and I don't really want to help that knight come to life, but I also don't want to allow this one here. So this is a good move, but I don't want to allow c4. So I think, therefore, I have to take this one. If he takes the bishop, I probably have queen something here, maybe not, but he takes here. Now, again, this move is an issue. So do I try to play positionally with this? I think I should now play positionally, because I don't want those pawns to start moving. Monkey Chess, hello, thank you for subscribing. And I think my opponent is absolutely fine here. Don't get me wrong. I'm not claiming an advantage because he has this bishop for his diagonal, but I do have some hold on the light squares. So he's playing very well. I don't really want to lose that pawn. Maybe my light squares are okay, because do I now put this knight here first? Or do I move the rook first? Let's do the rook first. Surprised he moved that rook there and not the other one. It looked more natural to move the other rook to that square. My plan here is basically a light square strategy. I'm trying to control as many squares on the light squares as I can, but my opponent has his own ideas. It's annoying when they have their own ideas. I'm just going to put the king here, so this is not on pre when he comes in. And the move I want to try and play at some point is this one. But now, remember, Grandmasters never lose pawns. They only sacrifice them. And I'm hoping that this refutes my opponent's idea here. But saying that, I'm not even sure I want to win the exchange in these positions. I probably do. I probably do want to win the exchange. And I might even play this now. His bishop is really strong. This is the thing. His bishop is really strong. Do I play this? What's this position like? He's going to come here and take here, though. His bishop is really strong. Do I take his bishop and pawn up there? That doesn't look right. Strange position, yeah? Funnily enough, I think he's okay here. I think he's okay. So I might have to stop him coming in here. Maybe he comes in anyway. Strange. Okay, now he wants to grab that one. I think I will give him that one because I'm running out of time and just try to do something on the back rank. I don't know what I'm doing on the back rank. Ah! Simon, move! Ah, that's... Ugh. Not that move. That was pathetic. Will he see his rook? Yes, is the answer. Still quite tense, this game. Let's get the queens off. Let's get the bloody queens off, shall we? Okay, probably winning there at the end because of this threat of rook to e8 check. Thank you for the game. That was a very interesting game, actually. You think getting... I mean, I had one moment there where I had a big decision to make, so I won the exchange, but because his bishop was so strong, this position is not so clear because he has this idea against f2. Now, the move I wanted to play here was rook to e1, which probably forces him to go into this position, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about this. I've got the queen, but I can never get rid of this bishop. And if I decide to take this pawn, which I was trying to calculate, I thought he goes rook here. Maybe my king does just sit on g3 here and I win the game with this one, but I've also started to worry about this pawn here, so I couldn't quite calculate this. I have to try to get my queen back in the game, and after something like this, I think anyone can win this position. This pawn is very strong. Saying that, I can take on this one. Still messy. Well, I mean, I flagged him there, but in the final position, he's clearly losing. So let's have another little look. So what do you reckon? What do you reckon the accuracy is going to be here? I think it's taken a dip, even though my results are going up. My results are getting better, but my accuracy is getting worse. That's what I feel. Do I have a tip for... Oh, really? That low? That low? What is going on with chess.com? Really that low? Over 90%, says Aldo. I can't believe this. Why is it saying so low? This is ridiculous. Look at this. It's now dropping to 69%. Uh, I mean, come on. Come on, chess.com. 69%. I'm better than that. And it says that I made 8 inaccuracies and 1 blunder, but oh well. Maybe the computer knows best, yeah. It doesn't like the gambits. You're right, Aldo. So let's have a look. So yeah, of course it doesn't like a lot of my moves because I'm playing crazy gambit moves, aren't I? Throughout the opening, and that's what I'm trying to do now. We're going for gambits today. I've got 100% in the second half of this tournament. Let's try to keep it up. So obviously here, it doesn't like G4. I knew it wouldn't like G4, but G4 is a fun move to play. Later on, it says I should play F4. Okay, but this can't be a mistake. How can be developing a knight be a mistake? And then later on, around here, this is a very tricky position. It says rook e1 is a mistake. A double dubious mark. Really? Really that bad? What should I have played then? It says I should play c3. Ah, very clever. But is rook e1 that bad? It now thinks I'm worse. And my opponent should, of course, taken here. But I didn't... okay. I was hoping he would take here first and then take here, because then I have check and then I have rook here, which looked quite dangerous for him with rook h8 ideas going on. So, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, monsieur. C3 was a nice move. Yeah, this move was very clever because it's all about that bishop. That bishop is very strong. And it's all about my queenside pawns are very weak. My queenside pawns. Now, if you're wondering what I'm drinking, I've run out of tea. I've been on the tea today. I've made my own little brew. A little bit of mint from the garden. And some various tea bits in there. You know, a bit of chamomile, a bit of sage, you know. So we're going for after last title Tuesday where I tried the beer approach. I'm trying the tea approach today. I'm oscillating next week again, and I'll probably go for the beer approach. I don't know what's better. Is the beer approach best, or is the tea approach best? Who knows? Okay, so who is leading the tournament? Let's have a look. Is this not updated because it's round 7? Well, we have an IM in first place, unbelievably. And Ali Reza, who must be the favourite. This kid is so good at blitz. He beat Magnus, didn't he? Ain't much tea in that, I'm afraid. Ali Reza is on 6.5. Other big names. This is the kid I should have beat, remember? Oh, that kid got 97% accuracy against me and won. But I got 98% accuracy and lost. I should have beat that bloody kid. Can you remember that game? If you came at the start of the stream, I was like +2, 3 against him, probably. Definitely. Hello, Mr. Dodgy. Are you dodgying about, sir? I hope you are. Being as dodgy as ever. MVL in 6th place. Anish Giri. This kid, Vincent Kamer, a bit of a prodigy as well. Loads of big names here. Let's see who else we can spot at the top. Some players have already dropped out of the competition. Hikaru has dropped a 1.5. He won't be particularly happy with that. Hikaru, I wouldn't say. How many can I play? No, I'm on 4 points. I'm a 1.5 behind him. But I'm going for 5 out of 5 last half. Is that right? Yes. Well, of course I am. So we need to win the next 3. Who else do we have? So many Grandmasters. Grandmaster. God, Sergey Carjacking is come back from his match against the people in space. So I hope you had a nice time playing the astronauts in space. Wasn't that some political draw there? I don't know. That was weird. That was today. I think Sergey played some people on the International Space Station. Is that right? Something like that. Anyway, he is only 1 point ahead of me. He won it, I think, last week, yeah? This is Brandon Clark, very talented player from England. And, well, the list just keeps on going on, doesn't it? It goes on and on and on. Ilyanov, I've played him before. He's Ukrainian #1. He was even higher than Ivanchuk at one stage. And he's in 119th place. Bloody hell. Crazy. And the list just goes on. I'm not going to go for every name, am I? That wouldn't make any sense. So we're just waiting for the next round. And there's 3 rounds left now, 8, 9, 10. So if I get 3 out of 3, I will get to 7 points, which would be a very good score. I'm not even sure what my highest score is. I don't know what is the highest score I've got. Well, Ilyanov was world #2, was he? Didn't realise that, Aldo. Didn't realise he got as high as world #2. He's a very good player. I mean, I think everyone playing this is pretty good with their high ratings. To be honest, he was indeed. Okay, surprising. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are talking about cheating online at the moment, and I have to be honest, it is really, really pretty horrible. Yeah. But a lot of people, I mean, I think nearly every tournament I've played in, there's been people cheating, which is really upsetting. But also, I think you have to be quite careful about accusing people as well, because it can ruin people's reputations. So I don't think you can just go about accusing people without evidence. And I know for a fact chess.com have got a really good cheat mechanism. It's really hard for them. They are going to make mistakes, as anything does, but their mechanism at finding cheats is really good. I mean, saying that, I reckon if you had someone who was very clever and who was a strong player, you could probably get away with cheating without getting caught. That's my, even with the best cheating mechanisms. I'm thinking, okay, we're in with a game anyway. We're playing a fellow English person. We are playing Nikyu Dong. Okay, maybe over in England doing stuff. Okay, let's go for the same opening. Come on. Oh, he's played here. The London system. Boo. What are we going to do against this one then? Well, it's very hard to gambit against this. Okay, let's go for e5. Let's go for e5. Can we make that work? Knight f3. How am I going to get e5 in? I'm trying to think of some way to make the opening interesting. Oh, he's a Battersea player. Oh, right. Okay, I didn't realise that, Aldo. My bad. I didn't realise he was a Battersea player. I should know these things. Okay, well, let's try this one just for a bit of mix it up. How could I spend 45 seconds on move 3? What kind of muppet am I? Okay, I don't know. A bad one. What is going on there? Donation. Wow. That's a big donation. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Very, very, very generous to you for that donation. Thank you, HH, for the donation. Most appreciated. Cheers. And always donations are very, very nice. So, okay. Now we got a weird position here. I don't know if this is a proper opening or what it is really, but it looks like a position. I'm going to try to play e5. This is the one way to make my position. Well, this is how I'm going to try to make my position work. So we need to prepare that move. And my opponent, has he stopped it by pressure against this? Well, I don't know. I'm going to now try to push that queen away, because it is on a very active diagonal, and I don't really want it to be on such a strong diagonal. And maybe this knight should come here. But then it will get hit by this move, so it's not entirely clear. We'll just do a bit more maneuvering for the time being. And again, this move really seems like the one to play, but now I have put my knight on a rather strange square to stop myself playing that one. So can I come here, then here? Bit cramped, aren't I? I'm a little bit cramped. So I probably have to try to readjust my pieces in such a way. And he's playing very well. Playing all the correct moves. And I can't get my break in, which is very frustrating. So I have to move backwards again to try and support this move, but I'm making a lot of backwards moves in this position, and my opponent has a very nice advantage here, a nice space advantage, very nice space advantage. And he's kind of now ready for me to make that move, so I need to think of a way of playing this position. Struggling to find the right plan here. My sit and wait is not working. Okay, we need to play better now. We need to play better. Okay. Concentrate. Concentrate. I think I have to play e5, otherwise I'm just not doing anything. I have to play this move, for better or worse. Well, I said it, I better play it. Something turns me off the idea. Oh, okay. Now, the reason I've done that is because I could see that knight after e5 coming to that square, coming this way again. And one thing you should try to do in cramped positions, and I am in a cramped position here, you should try and exchange pieces, because that will make your position less cramped. But I'm sure, as you're aware here, I must be worse. Okay, I'm going to take with a pawn. It seems quite an interesting way to play, and go here now. So I don't want to open things up because his C file is looking very strong. So hence why I played it like this, trying to keep it closed. But my pieces are looking very bad here. And that pawn is probably going to be a goner, so I must find a way to create counterplay in this pretty torrid position. It's not easy. Okay, I'm going to have to try to play something in the center of the board here. Because it's the only way I can see her doing anything. But I've lost an important pawn. I'm kind of going all in now. Maybe I've lost another pawn there. But what can I do? What can I do here? Only plan I can think of is just go for it over on this side of the board. But I just missed that move. Yeah, this was a very well played game from my opponent, has to be said. And yeah, I mean, unless a miracle happens, this one's gone. I'll keep trying to fight because there's still some mess in the position. But not a lot of mess. Not a lot at all. Doesn't look good. My king can't get in anywhere. And that's mate. We'll play to my opponent, so that's kind of ruined my roll there, and just slightly worse throughout that one. So pretty bad game for me there. I mean, I could look at it on the computer, but the opening experiment, well, often happens when you experiment, went horribly wrong. So I mean, yeah, I don't even know if I want to look at that one. It was a terrible game. So yeah, the opening was pretty disgusting. I mean, I suppose this is what happens when you try experimenting in the opening. It can really backfire, and when you're playing a good player, you get a bad position, and it's just gonna backfire. God, my accuracy level there is the lowest it's ever been, but that was because of all the weird opening moves that were played. I'm just trying to think in the opening what plan. Knight c6 just doesn't feel right. If you're going to play this move, then e5 is the way to play. And I mean, I probably should have stuck to another setup in hindsight. Let's have a look. So after this, bishop g4, bishop here. And now I went e6, which seems really weird because my whole point of doing this is to play e5. So why didn't I play e5 here? Why didn't I play e5 here? I mean, it's still what we'd have. We've got 2 more rounds to go. So we can still get to a plus score, 6 points. We'll have some fun games, whatever. But why didn't I play e5? This is my whole idea of my setup. So why didn't I play this? This looks like the right way to go. Because he can't take here because of rook d1 if he takes another pawn. And this is like a normal position. This would have given me much better chances. So yeah, and if we go back to the game, the way I played it was pretty disgusting. I mean, I never really found any active counterplay. And what plan do I need to play here? Well, I think I need to play this. So I should have probably taken the opportunity to have done it now again. But I was a little bit... Oh, he can't take because of this one. One scary line I saw was something like this, but it's probably just very bad for him. I've got a choice with 2 pieces I can take. Let's say I take this one. I was a bit worried about something like this, but maybe I'm okay somehow here. I don't see how I'm okay in this position though, because he's got this one, and we know how things end in this position, don't we? This is something to be avoided. This checkmate. That would have been well, fun for someone, not fun for me. Okay, so we're in with another game. 2 more to go. We will try and have a little bit of fun at least. Let's get some good attack in. I've played e4 in every game today. I'm not a great e4 player, I have to say. I'm much better in some other openings. But I know some lines, and this is not one of the lines I know particularly well. Now, can I go here? Knight f7 being a threat. And castle's queenside. Oh, does this work? This is what I was trying to do. And queen takes here. Well, maybe, I don't know what my score's been with e4 today. What happened to f4, g4? Well, this looks all right, Aldo. I wouldn't say this is any worse, to be honest. I mean, the other idea is to play that and h4, I thought, in the position. Yeah, you mean, Aldo, you can play that, but this is surely... Now, let's see if we can finish in some style. Let's see if we can get this one in as well. Be nice to have a bit of a crush going on here. Okay. Now I can take that one, but then king here. Oh, there must be a beautiful mate here. Oh. I Can't quite see it at the moment. I can check and take here. This is a bit boring, but it's probably okay. This is the way to do it. Check. My opponent plays here, then she's simply losing very, very easily. Yeah, that line's... I think this is the same line, Aldo, but because my opponent played it a bit funnily, I had that opportunity of playing Queen F3 first, when I then play G4, and then I then play H4. So it's the same line. Now this, if this is not... I mean, come on, she can't play this line. Maybe it's her only way to survive, but it's not going to be... Well, maybe it's her best chance, to be fair, this variation, but she's a lot of exchanges, etc. down here. My bishops are rather powerful in this position. So what's the simplest way? Do I take? I want to keep my bishops on this diagonal, but it's actually quite hard. No, don't take that one. That will give us some chances. Okay. Well, it's a bit annoying she's pushed that one away. Probably shouldn't have allowed that, but I mean, if I lose this would be terrible. Queen F7 wasn't mate because my queen was pinned to my king, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been a good idea. Well, it should be easily winning because I'm exchanging 2 pawns up, and because the queens aren't the board, there's not really anything too scary going on. So I'm just sort of playing it super safe at the moment. Just stopping sort of a knight coming in here. Not that that was really worrying. I'll probably put my bishop there. So she's trying to exchange off. I mean, what do I do here? Do we now play this move maybe? G3. Let's go G3. Problem is, I do sometimes relax when I get a good position, maybe a little bit too much relaxing, but let's just really not lose this position still. I'm trying hard to lose it, but I'm trying very hard to lose it. What am I doing? Okay. Time to focus again. What, here or something? Let's do that. It's probably one of the biggest mistakes you can make, actually, isn't it? Getting in a very easily won position and then relaxing. And I always tell people that, you know, don't do that. And then I do the same thing. And she's actually played well from a position that was completely lost, but it's still completely lost, this position. So there's not too much to worry about. Well, I mean, again, her moves are confusing me, but when you're that badly lost, you have to try. You have to try and keep pieces on the board. If she was hoping for one cheapo, that was a bit surprising. So, okay, so that was a little bit better. I mean, okay, it slipped a little bit, but that's so we have a look at the opening there. I mean, I won't put that on the computer because my opponent didn't play it so well. But this is actually quite an interesting line against the Scandinavian. To go knight c3. Now the main move I would still say is queen a5 here, and actually GingerGM are releasing a DVD on this later on. I'm pretty sure I didn't have mate in one, but we'll have a look. And you can play d4, which is the main move, but I always find that my pawn on d4 becomes a target to attack for black. So I prefer this little move with the idea of going d3. I find my pawn much safer here. And this is the idea, bishop d2, get the queen out of the way, castle queen side. So it's still very aggressive. And in this position, knight f3 is best because my opponent can't play here because of the standard trick, bishop takes f7. and then I win a pawn and win the game by doing this move. So if we go back to the position where that occurred, bishop f5 looks normal, but then my knight forces e6 because there's a threat of checkmate, and here g4 may be playable straight away with the idea of playing h4, but queen f3 looks like a very strong move because this is a major threat and my queen's much more active here, and I'm getting ready to castle queenside and push my pawns anyway. So maybe this is this one. Robert's Wrist DVD will come out in a couple of days. The reason we took it back is because we had the board. It's a brilliant DVD, very nice feedback we got so far, but we had the board. It was looked at from the white perspective, and I kind of thought, you know, I should have checked this, that as it's a DVD in the Scandinavian from the black perspective, it should have the black at the bottom. So I was being a little bit picky. So I've been working at that the last couple of days, and I'll have that sorted tomorrow, basically. So we'll give it. It'll be back out on sale. Very good DVD. And now this is just crushing. This is now, because I don't just win a pawn, but I have the attack. And with the knight coming to g5, it's got to be good. Now I was thinking I could take here first, but I couldn't see the win after king here. Maybe it was just moving the queen back to this square. Maybe therefore in this position I should go bishop takes e6. My opponent can't take the queen because the knight... Oh no, she can take the queen because it's pinned. Ooh, 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 ooh. That 5-card draw saying doesn't really mind. Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. It's okay the way it was, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So when we do every DVD, GingerGM, we always want to make our DVDs as good as possible. So I'd rather get it out when it's perfect rather than not perfect. And now, okay, so this is obviously the right way to go. And do I have a better way to win here? I don't think so. The way I played it was pretty easy. And this move is the only move. And I can't play this one because, again, I'm pinned to the king. So maybe this is a little bit more accurate in this position. This might be a better way to play it, because then here I'm threatening bishop takes knight. But of course, every move is winning because I've got so much extra material. I'm a material man in the material world. Is that how the song goes? One more game to go. One more. It's all winning, says Aldo. Yeah, it's all winning. It's all winning. It was always all winning. Even after I messed it up, it's all winning. It was all winning. All winning. Yes, then Keith Arkle in what is going to be a very long game. If you know what I mean. So who's leading the tournament? So, okay, hopefully this will update soon because we're on round 9. And they haven't got the round 9 scores up. Ali Reza, probably the best blitz player at the moment in the world. Is that fair? Do you think Ali Reza's better than Magnus Carlsen? Ooh, controversial. Controversial. Is Magnus Carlsen... At blitz, I mean. Magnus Carlsen's better, isn't he? Of course he's better. But Ali Reza did beat him last time in the blitz. No, of course Magnus Carlsen's better. But Ali Reza's bloody good. Nope. Okay, thank you. All right, just trying to start something, you know. Start a bit controversy. There's none of that in the chess world at the moment. We need a bit more. We don't have enough drama or controversy in the chess world. We need more. We've actually got a DVD on the Alekhine planned 5-card draw, funnily enough. Last game. All right, let's have some fun. Right, can we get this gambit in one more time? I want a sub 20-second win here. 20 move win. That's what I meant. Ah, spoiled my plans already. Okay. Now I think we are going to go for the same. This is for you, Aldo. I know you like this opening. And we're going to give it a little rock and roll. Now, how on earth did we play this? Didn't we go here? Yeah. I think I actually looked at this, Aldo, and I came to the conclusion that it was a load of shit. No, I came to the conclusion that it was actually interesting shit. Rather than just being complete shit. It was interesting shit. And this is basically like... Do I know what I'm doing here? I'm trying to... Probably I don't know what... I'm wondering if I can go queen here. I'm getting very confused. Hang on a minute. What am I doing, people? Or do I go knight here? Very confusing. It's a complete mess already. It's a complete mess. So what do I do normally in this position with a pawn here and pawn here? That's what I'm trying to think. Well, I think queen there is quite good then, but I'm confusing myself. Bishop here. No, that's it. That's in the other line, Simon. So against this move, what do you normally play? This one, maybe? I'm trying to compare a position where I have a pawn here and there's a pawn here, but I'm just confusing myself. This looks all right. I quite like this. This looks all right for, you know, I get lots of play. I'm attacking the centre from all angles. Look at it. I'm developing my pieces with a flick of the wrist. And yeah, I like this position. I like it. I actually do like this position. I'm not just saying that. Okay, so I can take here and checkmate him on the e-file. Or I can slip and slide over here. Oh, I've got so many moves. If I take e5, the knight slips in. Oh, yeah, let's open it up, shall we? Let's do this one. Okay, let's do this. And now I slip into this square, I feel. With bishop c5 as one idea. And can I play bishop c5 now, boys and girls? Or do I just play bishop here with my x-rays? This is some sexy shit going on here. Here looks sexy as hell. Is this a move? Yeah. This is all good. This is all fun. We're going for sub 20 moves. We're on move 10. Can we do it in 10 more moves? The counter continues. Do. I don't think there's any danger of that, hobo dog. I don't think I'm ever in any danger of getting kicked out. When does 4NCL start, Aldo? Does it start at 7:30? Okay, so my opponent has sacrificed. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have allowed that. How many pieces did my opponent get? Okay, he gets quite a fair few. Quite a fair few. That's not nice of him. That's not nice. Can we keep going with the fun and games? Okay, we'll get this one in first. Okay, right. Now, he has 3 pieces for the piece. But do I have some way to keep initiative flying? This one? That looks kind of interesting. I'm going to go here. Why not? Why not? My opponent's king is still in the middle, and I'm quite quick at getting a rook to this square, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to castle and try and get a rook to this square. My opponent is also trying to castle, which is a dastardly idea of his. Maybe I should have flicked that one in. Oh, he's not allowed to castle. That's no fun. He's going to castle, and I'm going to lose on time. Ah, damn it. Oh, he stopped all my fun. Okay, so I think the thing was I shouldn't have gone bishop c5 earlier, should I? In hindsight. Now we're just going to have to play a game of chess where I actually prefer my opponent's position. He's got 3 pieces. 3 pieces for the piece. What am I doing here? This one? Jesus, I've got to move. Oh, I messed this one up. It was looking so good. What is my queen doing? Why is my queen going schizo? Bit of a dangerous pawn I grabbed there. Ugh, he's confusing me with his moves. Loads of time, Simon. You have all the time in the world. You have all... Just keep telling yourself you have all the time in the world. What is this position? This is just nonsense. This is and he's trying to win my queen. This guy is just going for his one move tricks, and they're really annoying. This is nonsense for both of us, this. Absolute. Oh, he's got... Oh, he got his trick in. Is he going to mate me? He might mate me now. He's going to mate me. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. Bastard. Bastard. Oh, well, that backfired. That backfired horribly. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have allowed that queen sacrifice. That was ridiculous. In this position, I'm doing very, very well, but I got carried away with this bishop c5, and maybe even then I'm doing okay. But oh well, you've got to finish. You've got to finish on a bit of a high. At least we made someone happy. Accuracy level, we won't even look at my accuracy level. It's a bit too low. Okay, so around here though, look at this. I'm completely winning here. The opening was working wonders. So I can apparently go c5. c5 is probably the move that's winning. But knight e4, this looks all right. I'm still better. Is a missed win. Okay. Bishop takes, and now I should take here. And if I play this move, this must be... Oh, it's a blunder. Why is that a blunder? Why is that a blunder? Oh, because he takes here, so I have to take on c3 first. Okay, so maybe this was kind of playable. But what should I do in this position? This is just a really weird position. That was an interesting game. That was an interesting game. Well, I mean, what I should have played here, I should have played, in case I get this opening again, this all looks okay. Everything I've done is all right up to this point. I mean, if you're going to play this mad opening, you've got to be willing to risk getting a bad, you know, potentially bad position. But actually, it's all right here. And now this has to be best. This is okay. And now I should play c5. And this is apparently winning. Let's say queen h4, queen e7. We have knight to e3. And then we go d4, yeah? Crushing the position. Yes. Okay. Well, there we go. And, well, later on, the position's just... I thought this might open things up before my opponent had a chance to get castle, but it didn't quite work. It didn't work at all. And I just need one more move here, don't I? I'm one move away from doing it. And the rest of the game, well, my opponent played very nice. And we'll have a look at the finish again, because the finish was pretty nice. Around here, maybe fighting back, but my opponent played some good moves. Nasty check here coming in. And now he comes in, and look at this. This was a rampage. A minor piece rampage there. And after rook here, well, I don't know what, I had no time. I got mated. But it's already very bad here. My pieces are all over the shop. And it was a nice checkmate. That was a nice checkmate that my opponent pulled off. Okay. Hello to Zibit. Hope you're doing all right, Invar. It's been a long time. You just joined me in the receiving end of this position. Your timing is impeccable, Ingvar. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Yeah, I'm okay. Sort of surviving. We're still locked down here. I wish I was in Iceland. I hear Iceland has opened all up now. Maybe I should come over there, but they probably won't let me in the country, will they? I wouldn't imagine in Iceland. Zibit has his own YouTube channel, etc. Go and check it out. I was actually just about to end the stream. Zibit after a bit of annoying tournament where I didn't do very well. I got 50%. Wasn't playing very well today in Title Tuesday, but it was some interesting games. It had some moments which were okay. But I hope you're doing all right, Zibit, saying Iceland